Nigerian couples need to be sued. And we're going to do that in the next few minutes coming up on the show. But before that, imagine a world where a TikToker is making money and living in a mansion while a Nigerian graduate is at home with no job. This is what has given birth to what is being called the Olodo uprising. Now, in the last few weeks on the internet, so many opinions have been flying like arrows by day simply because of what rapper YC called the Olodo uprising. And if you're not Yoruba or a Nigerian, Olodo simply means a dullard. Someone who sense is chasing the person and the person is running away from it. That is an Olodo. Now, people are crying that we are glorifying money, exalting foolishness, and ignoring the need for education. The intellectuals are furious. Why is TikTok paying teenagers and young people to misbehave online, while professors, on the other hand, are earning pocket change? And honestly, they have a point. I mean, we have reached a point where if your child comes and tell you, "Mommy, Daddy, I want to be a professor. I want to be an engineer," the average Nigerian mother right now will be like, "Oh yeah, my son is good though, but I hope you have a plan B." Because your cousin Toby just bought a car last week simply by dancing on TikTok. What is your plan to make as much money as your cousin? We used to celebrate children that were straight A students, but now we celebrate young people who can go live on TikTok for 14 hours straight without blinking, simply yapping and doing things that don't make much sense. It has now become so bad that the young people abhor learning. Like, they despise learning. Anything that will make them learn or become more intelligent, they are running in the opposite direction. But hold on. On the other hand, people with the other view have a point. I mean, if education is so great, why is a student with first class being a dispatch rider? Why is he out of job? And why is he broke and starving? And this is a fact in our current day Nigeria, and you can't even argue with it. Because tell me, why will a 2-1 student in engineering who had sleepless nights while studying, reading, writing, preparing for calculus, like soaking his head with physics and all of those study, only for him to come out and you're giving him a job where you're paying him 70,000, 70K. I mean, why now? That is for those that will even see a job. As for the rest, all you get is rejection emails and no vacancies. Oh, just look at it. We tell our youths, you need to go to school. And then they go to school, but then the economy is screaming. People are in poverty. Our youths are now on TikTok telling bandits to show love, posting their account numbers publicly. And this is the same country where government allocates more money for political SUVs for politicians, more than the entire educational budget. I mean, so now who really is the Olodo? The teenager shouting on TikTok, or the Nigerian government that have failed the Nigerian youths? But anyway, moving on from that, let's see if all of us that are shouting online, if we are actually as smart as we think we are. It is time for today's challenge.
Simply give answers that match the letter in bold.
Welcome back. I hope you were able to prove with that small quiz that you said you know Bioludo. Well done. So now it's time for us to head to court, just like I told you earlier in the show. Order, order, order. Court is now in session. The case before us today, the people versus Nigerian couples. The charge, writing 2 p.m. on the invitation, knowing fully well the event won't start until 5 p.m. Prosecutor, please present your case. Thank you, my lord. My lord, this is manipulation. How can you boldly print 2 p.m. on an ivy when the makeup artist is still looking for the bride by 2:45? The guests arrive early because they want to be responsible citizens. But what do they get? What do they get? Empty chairs, a DJ playing what we don't even understand, and one MC there shouting, "We are waiting for some special guests to arrive." Who are the special guests? Who are these special guests that we keep waiting for? My lord, this is classic deception, because the people who actually came on time, they are now uncomfortable. They are hungry. They are just their makeup is melting away. I declare, it is a criminal waste of time. My lord, this cannot be allowed to continue. We demand justice for the punctual Nigerians. I rest my case, my lord. Objection, objection, objection. My lord, my learned colleague here is simply living in a fantasy. This is Nigeria. If you tell people the reception is starting by 2 p.m., they will come by 5. Besides, it's public knowledge. We all know that the timing on the card is not the time the event starts. It's just the time we start to get ready. Everybody understands the assignment. I mean, what kind of Nigerian wedding starts on time, really? When the aunties are still tying gilly and the uncles are still running around looking for their entourage. Photographer is still somewhere arranging people to take photos according to their heights. My lord, this isn't a deception. It's just tradition. Enough! This is a very delicate matter involving the patience and the stomachs of Nigerians. I must hand it over to the jury. You, our Nigerian hosts, guilty of scamming their guests? Or is it just the culture? Guilty or not guilty? All in favor of finding the hosts guilty, please say aye. And all in favor of finding the host not guilty, please say nay. Oh well, drop your verdict in the comments. Nigerians and African time, 5 and 6. If you have lived in this country, you have survived a lot of things, definitely. But nothing tests your patience like arriving early for an event at the set time. And then you now have to wait for hours. It's not funny. Just imagine how well you prepared. Maybe you're wearing something uncomfortable. Just imagine you're wearing a corset. Or maybe as a man, you're wearing one uncomfortable agbada. You'll just be getting angry anyhow. I mean, anybody that talks to you will just collect because you'll be irritated. So to the hosts and to the guests, please, let's do better. That's it for today's show. Thank you for watching and please subscribe if you haven't done so already. See you in the next episode. Bye.